Good morning, that's me out again, having a wee paddle today on Loch Katrine, freshwater loch in the Trossachs area of Scotland. It's just very start of December 2022, it's not cold, it's nice and dry and there's no wind, so pretty much perfect paddling conditions. I'm just going to aim for that wee headland in front of me, and I've got across the loch there. I'm aiming to go for a wee wild camp today at a wee spot on the southern shore of the loch. But I shall speak to you in a wee bit. Just ahead there you can see Ellen's Isle, which is one of the quite a few islands on Loch Katrine. Ellen's Isle's sort of been immortalised by Sir Walter Scott in his story about, I think it's called The Lady of the Lake or something along those lines. The heroine, Ellen Douglas, features in it, and she lived on this island that you can see up ahead. It's a story of intrigue and romance and all sorts of stuff. So I'm not going to be heading across the island though. I'll make my way across to the shore, the southern shore, and I'll tag along that shoreline for a mile and a half or something like that till we get to where we're heading for to set up camp. That's me across to the other side of the loch on the southerly shore. There's another wee island. Like I said, one of many on this loch. I'll tell you a wee bit about Loch Katrine in a wee minute, but isn't this brilliant? I mean, getting the wee Packraft has really opened up lots of new camping opportunities for me, that's for sure. Hopefully you'll be able to make it out in the distance there. That's the cruiser on the loch. You can pay to cruise up and down Loch Katrine. I believe you can get a dram on board as well. So I'll maybe do that one day, but I'm going under my own steam at the moment. Don't know if you can make it out, but they're having a bit of a Christmas cruise. Some Christmas songs on the go there. We're making good progress now. I'm over halfway to camp. Just going to head round this wee headland. I was going to, just for the crack, portage over this bit of headland here just to, well, practice getting out of the Packraft, packing it all up and carrying it back. With my winter bag and my winter stuff, I couldn't fit it all in my dry bag, so I've got 2 bags. So it would have been too hassly to portage multiple bags across, so just staying in the boat and paddling round. So we're making really good time, near enough there, and that's been in like an hour and a half. So I think what I'm going to do is pull up on this little beach here and just get out of the boat for a wee bit, have a wee drink, maybe a wee sweetie or something before doing the last sort of like 15-20 minutes of the paddle. It's just amazing how flat calm the water is. Absolutely gorgeous. I'll give you a wee 360. Hard to beat, guys, hard to beat. Anyway, Let's get to shore. Aye, well, I've come ashore here for a wee drink of water and a bite to eat, had an energy bar. And this spot here seems pretty good to me to camp. I had a wee look at the place I was planning going originally. It's only 750 metres or so in that direction, but it looks fairly full of bracken and quite slopey, so this might actually be a better option here. I'll show you. Aye, so there's the boat. That's where I've just come ashore there. I was only planning to stop for a wee drink, but this looks pretty good to me for camping. You can see sort of with the leaves and stuff where the high water line's been. Loch Katrine does go up and down by a couple of metres, but that looks pretty much like that's the higher bit there. Oh, here's a wee bit of rain coming on. This looks pretty good to me. Nice and flat. Shingly sort of stuff. I could even go a wee bit higher up if I wanted to be safer from the water rising, but I don't think it's going to rise much further. Anyway, that's the rain on, so I think I'm just going to set up camp here. Why not? Yeah, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. I can't really complain. This is the view I've got from underneath the wee tarp. I'll show you the setup in a wee minute. The shingle's not the best to put the pegs in, but I've managed. Thankfully it's not too windy. It would have been a no-go if it was windy today, but no, this is all good. Can't be bad. Aye, so there's the setup. So it's the Bobcat 1 and the DD Magic Carpet mini tarp. Just offers me a bit more space because, you know, the Bobcat's not the biggest tent in the world to be spending hours and hours and hours in, so this just gives me a bit more room. There's where the boat is, so don't know whether I'll let that down or not overnight. I think I will. But yeah, setup can't be bad. To show you the tie outs at the back of the Bobcat, those two extra ones that you're seeing to the left and right of the centre one, they're modifications that I made to the Bobcat, but I'll go into that in a bit more detail in my next video. Aye, so as I was saying, pretty delighted. I've even got my wee chair with me today. Living life in the lap of luxury, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna make myself a wee packet pasta now, warm up a wee bit. It's not very cold. I think the temperature's about 7, maybe something like that. It's due to drop to 3 overnight, so it'll be cold, but you know, I'll be warm inside the tent. There's no hassle there. I'm just going to see if I can get a radio reception, listen to the football, and maybe crack a beer open before too long.
Which is 158 hectares of community owned.
Okay, so I'll give you a wee tour of the tent. There's obviously the lantern hanging up there. I'm in my winter sleeping bag, and I've also got my Itiwit bivvy on, just in case of any condensation, but it's not so bad so far. Got the wee burner going just to warm the cockles up a little bit. Temperature's dropped to about 3 degrees, so this is keeping the cold at bay. Some supplies there. It's not really vitamin water, it's rum, wee iron brew, and a beer. I've had a couple of those. Disco forklift truck, mango pale ale, very nice it is too. I really enjoy those. Well, that's the Water about boiled for my noodles. Just had a wee shower of rain there. It was quite nice. All cosy in the tent. So I'll have these noodles, finish this beer, finish my wee drama rum, and then I'll probably get a podcast on and hit the hay. What's the time now? The time's 8:30. So yeah, more or less bedtime. As you can see, the steams are rising. So I'll get these noodles made, munch them, and then hit the hay. Good morning. Time's, what is it now? It's 7:20. Just getting a brew on. Get a cup of coffee and start thinking about packing up. It's obviously still pitch black outside at the moment, but yeah, slept absolutely fine. Woke up about 2:30 after having gone to sleep about 9, just to go for a Jimmy Riddle and stuff. So got straight back to sleep though. That was absolutely fine. The bags kept me super warm. No condensation, but I think the Itiwit bivvies probably acted as an extra layer, trapping in an extra layer of warm air that's helped to keep me nice and warm. So plan is pack up, get the boat inflated and loaded up, then paddle back across to the Trossachs pier. The wind is a little bit stronger than it was yesterday, but not too bad. Probably going to take me a couple hours to paddle back, but not thinking about that yet. This is this is probably the worst bit of camping, is in the morning when you know you've got to get out of your warm bag and it's cold and start packing stuff up. So I'll enjoy a coffee first before I do any of that stuff. So like I say, I'll probably speak to you again when I'm on the boat or about to get on the boat. Aye, well that's everything pretty much packed up. Just got to secure everything to the Packraft now, and then we'll hit the water. Different prospect from yesterday. It was flat calm. It's pretty calm behind me here on the headland, but that's the angle I'm heading out there, and it's fairly choppy. Say there's about 15-mile-an-hour gusts, it feels like, which might be requiring a bit of effort to get where I'm going to, because it's going to be a headwind. So you'll have to wish me luck. Well, that's me on my way. As I thought, it's a bit choppy, but the wee boat's handling it so far. A few white horses, but only little ones. Aye, so I'll just spin around a wee bit. That's where I've come from. You can see there's a wee dust in the snow on the top of the hills there. That wasn't there yesterday, so that's happened overnight. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to avoid big open water as much as I can, just because of the conditions. And what we'll do is we'll kind of hug the shoreline. Obviously not going too close, because don't want to be hitting rocks and stuff. That would be a bit of a nightmare. Anyway, I shall speak to you a bit later on. It seems to have calmed down a little bit now, the water. I think even out in the middle it's not as choppy, so but I'm still gonna I'm still gonna not wander too far from the shoreline, because you know, safety and all that. Much different from yesterday. I feel like I'm putting in twice the effort and getting half the speed. It's hard going, but you know, still good fun. There's another nice wee bay, possible camping spot. Looks like there's a flat bit at the bottom, but also a ton of trees for the hammock, I suppose. Anyway, onwards, let's keep going. So yeah, we're making slow progress back to Trossachs Pier, but I've got the car parked. Oh aye, that's another thing. the parking at the Trossachs Pier is fairly steep, so I think next time I'll maybe try and find a wee spot off road to park for not £15, which I think was a bit steep. But aye, at least I know the car's safe right enough, and I'm not having to walk far to get to the car once I've made land. So coming up is my biggest open water crossing. Thankfully it's not looking too choppy, so it's from that little headland there, big sort of rock you can see to the right hand side of your screen, right across to just under, sorry, just the side of Ellen's Isle, which you can see should be around the centre of your screen there. The rain's just started to come on as well, so what I'm going to do is speak to you in a bit. Heading across the loch now. Looks like the Packrafting gods are smiling at me because it's the calmest it's been the whole time. Don't want to speak too soon though. You can just see Ben on the skyline there. I'll give you a wee 360. I'm very lucky to be able to do this, you know. Don't take it for granted. I certainly don't. Aye, so Loch Katrine. It supplies a lot of Greater Glasgow with its fresh water. The engineering for that was done just at the middle tail end of the Industrial Revolution, where, you know, population of Glasgow shot from about, I think it was about 80,000 to, you know, 10 years later, you know, near 800,000. So they had problems with sewage, and there was a big cholera, typhoid outbreak or something along those lines. So they decided to supply the city with fresh water, and Loch Katrine's ideal because it sits, I think the surface is about 200 metres or something along those lines above sea level. So yeah, these Victorian engineers built, you know, probably about, what is it, 40 miles of tunnels and aqueducts from Loch Katrine to Milngavie or down to Glasgow, you know. So the health of the city improved a wee bit then. Now we're all eating pizza crunches and undoing all that good work. Anyway, I'll shut up and crack on. I meant to say as well, if you've ever enjoyed a pint of Tennent's or a can of Tennent's, then you'll have been tasting the water from Loch Katrine, where I'm bobbing along just now. So not too far to go now until I get to Trossachs Pier. It's amazing the difference in conditions to when I started out this journey back. It's not flat calm, but it's pretty calm. It feels like I'm motoring though compared to when I set off. It's a bit dispiriting when you're looking at the shore and you're paddling for all your worth, and you can see the trees not going past very quickly at all. So it's nice to be ending the paddle with a nice easy run in. Oh, we've got a bit of a rainbow here. Isn't that nice?